I'm Lindsey Fausette. I'm a project manager at Penn State Public Broadcasting, and one of my recent projects was telling Amy's story.
Hi, I'm Mariska Hargitay. When I started on Law & Order Special Victims Unit, violence and abuse had never played a significant role in my life. And then there I was, immersed every day in some of the worst that people can do to each other.
Well, I think about community in two ways. We have like our funding and partnership community, which is those people that we're involved with from the beginning, and then we have our audience and the community that we've kind of reached through the film and through our website. We have to communicate both ways because our funders and our partners want to know what's going on. Like, we've looked to them for feedback, but we can't ask them to give us feedback if we're not communicating and giving them the materials to look at. So with them, we've done webinars and we've done, just regular phone calls. But then the community of people that see the film, for them we have a couple online points of access. We have a website which provides people with discussion guides so that they can hold their own community events. They can see the trailer and the 15-minute version of the film on there. And then we also have a Facebook page. We have actually a really good interaction rate. Every time we post something, we get our likes and we get comments and people post on there. And we've been, have people share their own stories of domestic violence. People share like encouraging words with each other, and a lot of times we don't actually have to reply because the community replies to itself. So I've learned that making those partnerships with people that you trust, and that is really especially for topics that are kind of social issues that can be a little bit on the side of cautious or controversial sometimes, even though you would think domestic violence isn't controversial, that the community partnerships really allow you to feel comfortable in the information you're putting out there and to make sure that people are getting the correct and accurate information.
We looked at our statistics in Centre County from 1999 to 2003. And although we have a very low homicide rate in Centre County, we found out that statistically speaking, our percentage for domestic violence homicides is very high. And when we looked at those stats from 1999 to 2003, the numbers were staggering. And so we said to ourselves, something has to be done. We have to look at the way we're responding to domestic violence to see if we can learn from what is happening, learn from what we are seeing in our own county.
Well, so the community we worked with, even though we had really kind of an inner circle, is the national domestic violence community. So there's no really governing body, but there's a lot of different organizations that work on domestic violence across the country. So we were lucky that our funder, the Verizon Foundation, already had those relationships started, so we had a base to go off of and collaborate with them because we needed their help. We needed them to get the film out to people. Even though it aired on public broadcasting, we wanted to make sure that advocates and shelters and resources that provided domestic violence counseling all could get this film for free if they wanted to. So we really worked with them from the start, not only about the content and making sure that it was accurate, but kind of creating a network where we could get this out to as many people as possible and help as many people as possible. The project, even though it's kind of in that now, I guess, building, but on itself phase instead of us actively doing stuff, will kind of take on new legs in different areas. We're working on some curriculum activities, possibly with Jazzy or some other areas. We're doing curriculum where we create video around domestic violence. So, I mean, it'll start to morph into other products.
So in 2004, we did a case review on a couple, Amy and Vincent McGee. At the time that Amy was graduating from Penn State, Vincent was coming back stateside and discharging from the military. The two then met while Amy was working at a home improvement store and Vincent was working for an armored car service, making the money delivery and pickup at that home improvement store.